Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Bobby D, and I'm back again with another hot, juicy video. And here I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Steve Michaels.
Bobby.
Thanks for being on my channel, Steve.
Thanks for having me back.
Always, Steve. You're always welcome.
Thanks.
And if I don't know, Steve has his own channel, Defeating Hair Loss, so be sure to check that out as well after you watch my video. And tonight's question, Steve, is, me and you, we've used oral finasteride, and I've actually even tried the topical. Wasn't a big fan of it. I just stick to oral now. It's easier to just pop a pill every day. But I've always had friends who were like, "Oh, can I take the topical? Like, what do you think about it?" And I always just tell them to get on the oral. But do you think it's just as effective as the oral, or what are your thoughts?
I think, Bobby, the hardest part of the topical is compliance. And this also goes, and I want to change the subject on you real quick, but laser treatment, okay? So I've seen studies, and compliance, of course, like, we go to the gym, right? Yeah. And if you don't go to the gym, good luck, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you can do other things. You can swim, and you can, but the compliance is what's most important. So the pill is much easier to take because of the compliance. So, but to answer your question specifically, take that off the table. Let's talk about the topical that someone is dedicated beyond dedication that can put it on either once or twice a day, depends upon where they're getting it from and what the instructions are. And, they've got to get it on the scalp, not the hair. They can get it on the hair, it's not going to hurt the hair, but they got to get it on the scalp. So if you compare the two, the systemic or the oral medication is most likely going to be a little bit more effective, but not a lot. Which gives, that's good news out there for those of you like, wait a second, did Steve just say that I might be able to take a topical?
Like what?
Well, if it's a once a day regimen and you're really good at it, and maybe you cut your hair super short and get it on the scalp, my heart goes out to you, or my head goes out to you, meaning like I'm applauding you because I can't do that. I can't rub something on my scalp. I'm super sensitive to everything. So, yes, the topicals can work. I think, Bobby, that one of the biggest assets to it, and there's no clinical studies on this, but is that the topicals take away a lot of that placebo, a lot of that anxiety. You and I know about anxiety. So it's better than nothing. Yeah. Right? It's better than nothing. But my money says, and I'm not a gambling guy, that any of you out there that are super compliant, I would put money on it that 98% of you will eventually stop using it because of the compliance and go over to the pill.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I've tried it before, but like you said, it's just easier. Just every day, just pop the pill, and you're good to go.
It's funny. I take a lot of it's supplements. Anxiety supplements. Little heart chews for the blood pressure supplements. I take that stuff, Bobby. That's the vegetables and the fruits and vegetables. Those old guys on TV that talk about fruits and vegetables. I take one, not three, but I take one. Yeah. And I take all this stuff. I take a probiotic and all this stuff, and I'm like stumbling and bumbling at the same time every day. And then I'll drop one, and I'll be like, oh my God, the dog's gonna die, And then there'll be like days where I'm at the gym, I'm like, did I take my pills today? Yeah. So when people tell me, and I talk to them, like, so I just couldn't take the medicine anymore. It's a pill. And I'm like, why is that? They're like, well, I kept forgetting. I'm like, how could that be possible? Yeah. Well, here I am. Yeah, Steve Michaels. So if the pill is hard to be compliant with, can you imagine with the topical?
That's true. Straight facts. Appreciate it, Steve.
My pleasure.
Thanks for dropping more knowledge for the viewers out there. And as always, guys, if you like my video, be sure to like and subscribe. And then also check out Steve's channel at Defeating Hair Loss. Great content there as well. And we will see you next time.